Hello, my little ponies, and welcome to Double Zelda! I start off at the entrance to the Shadow Temple! Wow! So, like usual, we are doing, Triforce Hunt. Wow,
Yep.
another graveyard hunt again. 2 games in a row. So how many Triforce pieces do you need again? Is it still like 30?
30. Yep.
I have a discount because I have entrance randomizer. Well, I'm not going back to the land. Da, 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 da. Okay, wow, getting lost in the Lost Woods leads to the Lomond Ranch entrance of Hyrule Field.
By the way, you're welcome.
For a heart container? Yeah, thank you.
Ah, nice. My initial weapon is a hook shot.
Ooh, lucky.
Unfortunately, the hook shot tends to kind of more paralyze enemies.
Yeah, it's not quite as useful as it is in this Zelda game. I kind of wish I could just keep, like, the random, starting point. Really? That's not so... Just keep the random starting point, but then otherwise have the map just be vanilla. Although, getting to the, Spirit Temple is a lot easier. I haven't had to go through, like, the Haunted Wasteland in so long. I have a fish! I can play music now! And I have 1 warp song. That's a bomb bag. But I think I need, like, the gold scale for this, don't I? I might just need silver scale. Maybe.
You know, I think this might be the wrong YAML that I used, because I could have sworn that the last YAML I used gave me a bunch of starting rupees. It's clearly been a while since I've played. Alright, let's just...
Well, we're going that way.
One... 3... 4... 5... Excellent.
Hey, Zara, I have 1 song. It's a warp song that leads me back to the graveyard.
Yeah, you really like going to the graveyard, I've noticed.
I had 1 game where the graveyard was, like, inaccessible. I complained about it a bit too much. And the forces of fate and the universe have decided that my new home is the graveyard.
Alright. Okay. Let's find out if either of these block bonds. Yes, okay. Good to know. Better armor right off the start. I just noticed. I don't have Derpy.
Oh.
Right, you know what? I haven't updated my YAML since the last major update thing to Archipelgo, which I think took away some of that functionality.
That's lame.
A little bit.
carpet aside, okay.
Wow. Sent you fire arrows and found my fire rod. Okay. I might not kill a lot of enemies this way, but at least avoid damage by stunning them.
I knew I'd fail that one for that reason. Hence why I saved at the very start of it.
Yep, I save stated at my shop. I always do. The way that I find Link to the Past tends to be when it comes to rupees is,
It's not enough.
well, there's not enough until you no longer need them.
Yeah, that's when you start getting, like, the 500s.
Yeah.
And I got rupees for all that.
Hmm?
Back to the safe state. In the market. Oh, hey, would you look at it? Long on marriage. Wait, it's still daytime, isn't it? It's still daytime. That means I can get a song! Okay, first, I have them on the furthest apart buttons to make this take just a little bit longer. I should really have it like this, so I don't have to travel quite as far. But then next, I was trying to do this, which, well, I had speed up on it.
Great. Some armor can be found for sale. Yeah, thanks, game. I already found it.
It sucks when you get one of those things at like the very beginning of the game. Like, I've done 2 checks, and you just told me about both of them.
Yeah. I still think nothing beats that time that I did Banjo, and...
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? No, I'm not doing this. I'm not risking that. But, since I have both bombs and hookshot, it's kind of funny. I think normally I and I think most, like, rando players tend to, like, check out, Kakariko first. I tend to kind of almost end up...
has that, also has, like, the block pushing game for, like, 4 chests, and then you go into the back room for, like, more checks.
You're welcome.
Nice!
Now you can use your fire arrows.
Well, no, I can't. I don't have magic yet.
Oh. Now you can pretend to use your fire arrows.
Yes!
Cute.
Speaking of which, apparently, supposedly, in Majora's Mask, vanilla at least, There is only one thing in Majora's Mask that actually uses magic, or I should rephrase that. Supposedly, there's only one item in Majora's Mask that you cannot use if you don't have magic.
Oh?
There's a lot of things that will use up magic if you have it, but almost all those things you can use if you haven't gotten a magic bomb.
Interesting.
Apparently, the only one that you can't is the Deku Bubble, the first magic thing that you get access to.
Jesus. Here we go.
So Randomizer, of course, changed that, so you need to have magic to use, like fire, ice, light arrows, lens of truth, etc. Actually, that remain etc. That might just be all of it. But supposedly in vanilla, if you can like bypass the need to use the Deku Bubble, you don't need magic.
Interesting.
Again, supposedly, I haven't tested this.
I really wish you had waited a moment before giving me that, just because it would have saved me one bomb.
Oh.
Admittedly, I now have 49 bombs in inventory, so... Okay, big key for Desert Palace, that's, I suppose, good.
No! Oh.
Claire,
That's all
I trusted
oh
you.
no, I went through a door and it's like the only one-way door. I can't go back through there. There's more places in the market I want to explore, and now I won't be able to. I go out the front door of the potion shop that leads back into market.
Alright. Back to Link's house. Right, to Double's house. Because I'm playing as Double.
Double, double.
That's right. Did you say you named your save file Zelda?
Yeah, so we're Double Zelda.
Oh. Doesn't naming yourself Zelda set everything to Master Quest?
No. The only game that cares about if you set your name to Zelda is Legend of Zelda. The first one.
Link to the Past also does, I think. Well, rather, Link to the Past, the English, release, English vanilla release. And also, some of the Oracle games. You know, well, some of the Oracle games.
Some of them, 2 of them.
Yeah, all 2 of them. But also Link's Awakening, and I think that's why I was saying the Oracle games, because that's kind of... I mean, it's... One can argue that they make up a trilogy, sort of. Just, 2 of them actually
kind of,
interact. And, the Oracle games are basically a prequel to it. Hey, you found your slingshot.
Yeah. It was in Source if I just like the stone had said. Gosh. Those P-hats though. Play the game as a kid, you see the big old P-hat enemy and you fight it and it's a tough fight and maybe it even kills you a few times, so you finally beat it and it's like, yeah, you don't really get anything for killing it. You can totally 100% the game and I think not even see a P-hat.
I don't even know what a P-hat is.
Oh, you're watching the stream?
No. I'm playing my game.
Oh, I thought you had my... I thought
No.
you had my game up on, the other monitor.
No. As I have found in the past, my computer doesn't really like it when I am both streaming and watching a stream through Discord. So, I don't anymore.
Yeah, the P-hats are the giant plant enemies that kind of
the
spin
giant
around.
flying, spinny, spiky thingies that are terrifying.
Yeah. I know they're in other Zelda games beyond just Ocarina.
I mean,
But I don't know
yeah,
which
they're
games
they're in Link to the Past. I just didn't know them by that name. All right. Let's check the shop. What's in this shop?
I think there's
two
one that's like
things.
mandatory for 100% completion in Majora's Mask. It's a guard, it's like a heart piece or something.
Skulltula token. Skulltula token. Regain my money. Key. Look, I don't care if anyone considers this cheating. This is casual.
I mean, I'm using glitches. Every once in a while, I should just learn a new glitch, so I can just add to my repertoire of available glitches every so often.
You know, the thing is, I know there's a handful of glitches, you know, for Link to the Past, and I know more or less how to do some of them. But I just don't really play Link to the Past all that much anymore, and... you know... I was never really a master of any of the glitches anyways, so...
Oh, gosh. I remember for one randomizer I did, I wound up doing a bomb hover. And I do not want to ever do a bomb hover, at least in OOT, ever again.
I have a feeling I made this check. Oh no, it's a Triforce piece. Okay, I am definitely using an outdated YAML, and I should double check what I actually have. Good thing I'm not using this in anything, because it is not what I'm expecting.
Oh, what are you expecting?
Not this. I thought I had certain things set to, you know, be, like, filler only, and I do not want to know a world where, you know, finding a check being a Triforce piece is considered filler. God, I've already got 3 keys to Ganon's Tower. I'm missing several things to let me get to Ganon's Tower. I like almost no equipment. That's probably about to change.
On like a totally different note than anything else we've been talking about this video, being in multiple different like D&D groups gives a really interesting insight to how like different people, you know, do things. Like, oh, the party encounters a locked door. What do? It's like, okay, some groups it's like, hey, have the rogue go and open it. Just send the rogue in. The rest of us don't have to even think about this. And then in some groups it's like, oh, well, you know, just have one of like the tanky people just break the door down. That's what we do. Or other groups like, oh, let's spend 20 minutes checking for traps. That's the important thing.
I'm sure there's a version where you
have
decide
to, you know, roll a bunch of checks to open the doors, and some groups are like, oh, I just use knock and it opens. Done. Let's move on.
I'm sure there's also versions of like, oh, the key must be somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I mean, I will just say, like, the check for traps thing, that kind of is supposed to go hand in hand with sending in the rogue.
Yeah. Like in, say, the Tuesday game that I'm in, we had a locked door, and I'm playing the rogue. I want to, you know, be a good rogue, because I was brought in to be a good rogue, so like, okay, I'll go and, like, check for traps. And the DM specifically says, yeah, there's no traps on this door. You don't have to roll for it. It's like, okay, I want to go and open it, but, like, two of the other party members are talking about, like, one using the other one as a battering ram to knock down the door, and they're kind of, like, taking center stage on this, so, like, the rest of us just kind of have to sit there and, like, watch them and wait.
Wow, you've got... Now you've got your ice arrows, too.
And blue fire arrows, yes. I actually do kind of need some money right now, so if you give me some...
There you go.
Some more funds.
Well, I just sent you some.
Yeah, well, I'm still hungry for money.
So picky.
It's like an entire shop that I haven't bought anything from because I don't have the money for it. That's not money. Alright, but I can work back to calculator whenever. But yeah, so anyway, they tried to use someone's head as a battering ram. That failed. They sent in the rogue, but I got a nat 1 on my open lock check. And, like, in some groups would be like, okay, just take that out. You know, it's like, you're not in a rush, whatever, take 20, yeah, the rogue opens the door. But this is like, no, I got a nat 1, it didn't work. They tried to, you know, break down the door somewhat, that didn't work. And then one of them goes, oh, can I just use diplomacy to, like, seduce the door open? And the DM allowed it, and the guy rolled, like, a nat 20, so it's like, okay, after, you know, beating on the door so much, he goes like, hey, baby, why don't you open for me? And then the door opens. And it's like, I think this door is in an abusive relationship. We should get this door to therapy.
Ooh, it's not.
Generic fire. Okay. Real training ground has a hook shot. But it's also just interesting how, like, the mentality of a group can be adjusted due to, like, one individual player. Like, in the Sunday game, if we come across, like, enemies, everyone in the party's reaction is, oh, send in the blender. Some big scary monster in the way, it's like, yeah, just send Marissa in, she'll deal with it. And it's like... What's that, right? Yeah, a few weeks ago, I made sure to tell them, it's like, hey, I don't want to, like, steal the spotlight from the rest of the party. I just also don't want my character to be, like, to have been useless, and I've been having way too much fun in just camping up as many attacks as possible. And, you know, they all said that they're totally good with my character, absolutely having the role of crush, kill, maim, destroy. So, you know, that's good. Yeah, we're all on the same page with that. And it's not like my character can, like, solo everything we come across. Occasionally, we come across a boss enemy, and that's when we throw in the other DPS to deal with it. You know, if someone has, like, a really high amount of damage reduction, or just really, really high AC, where my plus 10s don't really cut it, or they have healing super high AC and also really good healing factor. Sometimes it's nice to have someone who can attack for AC like 40s and deal like 50 damage in attack. Again, we have bought some things with like damage reduction 20.
So I'm in BK mode.
Really?
Yeah. The only check that I can do currently is, and I know what the check is. It's the bottle merchant. I have to pay 100 rupees, and it sends you 10 bombs.
Yeah, 10 bombs
That's it.
right at this moment is not good because that'll just be a few rupees.
So, let's see here. What would be the most useful thing for me right now? What would actually get me... You know what? Thinking... Ah, it looks like hints are actually very low.
Yeah,
Low cost.
1%,
So,
yeah.
let's see here. Okay, well, I can't get there without the book. Huh. I guess I can only enter that if I get in from the swamp. So... I can go out of logic to get a couple of checks, but I really don't want to do that. Honestly, it's very obvious that I haven't played in a while because that, I should have remembered.
Oh, there is a place you can still go?
Well, out of logic.
Oh,
I can go to the guy under the the hobo under the bridge.
oh,
I can technically get to the Zora domain, I think. And I can get into that, what is it, the fairy cave in the middle of Lake Hylia. Let's see, what else can I do?
That's like 3 places.
Technically, this gets me access to a couple of things. Wait. Okay, that requires a bottle. Great.
Wait a second. Oh! That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I have a feeling that this might not have been a good idea. Well, just this whole thing, just because it's very clear.
You're going to BK mode way too fast, and then that leaves me having to do things when you can't do anything?
Here, let me just check. What was my last... I mean, to be fair, I've done just... I've done around 20% of every check in the game. Maybe a little less than that. Yeah, no, okay, so a little under 20% of every check in my game. Like, at this point, I'm just hinting for everything that could be... Here, you know what? And the birds.
So I realized that the Kakariko potion shop is now potentially dead, unless I can get a warp song that leads to it, because you can only buy stuff there as an adult, but both of the entrances on market.
this isn't even progression for me. That's what's stupid, is that actually getting a sword isn't progression.
55. What uses or skill? That can be useful.
That requires me to get into playing. But yeah, basically simply because of the fact of... I mean, how many checks are in Ocarina of Time?
Like 600?
Let's see here. Yeah, 604, and in mine I have 281 total. But I've also already gotten 47 of them. You've gotten 31 of yours. I have a smaller game, which means it has less checks and less space between all my checks. We probably shouldn't have gone with Door Rando for yours. Alright, well...
Then this leads back up to there. I do bunches. That is explosives. It's not that many.
Hooray, I now have a sword.
With the whole issue of like, oh, I need some certain items to do most of my progress. So it's like, yeah, once I get that, then I can, start going and doing things. But also, just the...
Yeah, because of the fact that you have Door Rando, yeah, Entrance Rando and all that stuff, just, you're having to spend a lot of time finding out what you even have access to. And honestly, the game is so open world that most of the time you technically have access to just so many locations.
Have you found anything in my game that you need yet?
Yes, I've sent you several hints.
Okay, well, I haven't been reading the spoiler log, I've been actively playing.
You don't have the spoiler log open in a place where you can see it?
I mean, I do, but I don't also have it open to the things that people have hinted that are in your game that they want you to get.
No, I mean, so you haven't noticed, like, all of the active hints that I've been doing.
watching my game screen. Gosh, I wish
Anyways, yes, there are several things. In fact, almost everything that I need is either in your game or in a location that's locked behind me getting things from your game.
Everything I need is either in your game or in mine.
Everything I need is either in your game, or is in my game in a location that is locked behind stuff that's in your game.
Yeah. So I see something in Fire Temple. If I got to Fire Temple, I could do that.
Did you see where it said the Fire Temple entrance was?
So, Deku Tree entrance. Unfortunately, yeah, due to the Orlando, I don't have Deku Tree.
What? Oh, yeah, that is
Like,
Deku
I don't know where the code. I
Sorry.
haven't found the code.
Right, there's also stuff that's in the location that's at the bottom of the well.
I do not know where the windmill is, so I can't get. I don't think I can get into bottom of the well.
Can
I
I?
have to check. That little skull thing isn't supposed to be there. Please tell me this helps.
Nope.
Right.
You've sent me Ether and Bombos, which are, you know, could get me access into either Mire or Turtle Rock. Not that I have access to either of those entrances.
Found Kukiri Forest. It was at the top of Death Mountain. Finishing takes a lot of time to do. Hey, come on. Found a magic upgrade for you, and 3 of my Triforce pieces, but I can't afford any of them.
I don't even know why I'm going this way. I've only got 17 rupees. I can't afford what's down this way. You know, I guess I'm just going to go this way and... He'll at least tell me what he's selling for, was it 300 or 500 rupees?
Would the red boomerang help you?
I mean, not really.
Okay. I could also get a small key, but it doesn't seem to want to say where it's for.
I mean, small key is always useful. Small key is needed for dungeons.
Cane?
Cane of Burna, so the defensive one that's not... Okay, that is a bow. Eventually useful. Oh god, 500 rupees. God, that's another key for Ganon's Tower. Alright, so I can spend 500 rupees on a key for Swamp Palace, which I don't have access to, so... Alright, I have gone out of logic for checks, and I am now fully, now I'm back in BK.
Oh, cane doesn't help.
No. The things I hinted for would help.
Yeah, well, I'm heading to the Fire Temple right now. I'm just outside the Great Deku Tree. I know Prize of Thieves training is an ocarina. Cool. Wait a second. No. No!
I've now gone and hinted all of my bottles.
I'm trying to find where my fire temple's small keyring, or like the keyring is. It's not working out.
Try that. Did that work?
Yeah, go to the lab wall. Okay, so... Okay, oh my gosh, that's better than what it was. I don't know how I'm going to be not checking this one. Where I've progressive items.
Wait. Oh no. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like I have 2 things hinted in your fire temple. One of them is, like, useful for the rest of the seed, but not immediately. The other one is immediately useful.
Okay, progressive sword, you said you don't need. Progressive sword, progressive glove, bottom of the well copper.
I mean, progressive sword is useful eventually.
I can't get into that. Ammo for that? No. That I could get. Flippers. Guido training. Echo Village, bottom of the well, get into the Guido training ground, but I don't think I have the keys for that. Lost Woods. Bean patch near Bridge. Okay, that I could do pretty easily. I just need to catch some bugs first. So I can get you your Pegasus boots pretty easy.
Okay. Good, that would open up,
I can
that would give me 2 checks.
Just need to remember how to go back to Child Link. And like I said, I need bugs. What's the camera tilt? Interesting, okay. Oh, look, hey. Oh, hey, it's Archie. Cool. A grotto of chests, and it's all for me. Cross the wasteland. You have to cross the wasteland or climb up Death Mountain to get to Coconut Forest. Yeah, I see what you're wanting here. Go back to bed.
Did you just say go back to bed?
Yeah, I walked a bit too close to the giant Goron and it woke up, and that initiates a cutscene. So I was telling it to go back to bed because I don't want to deal with the few seconds it takes to go through that extra cutscene. Oh! What? This is what this is. Oh yeah, and I can get bugs from that, so... Okay. I should be getting your Pegasus boots very soon.
Okay.
Alright, Child Link, soft reset. That one is already nighttime. I got the bugs. Yeah, lost words. Oh, wait, there we go, that should be it.
Hooray! Boots!
Alright. So now I need to get to Lake Highview. That should be my next goal. Lake Highview, Lake Highview. Oh. That's what's getting. Why? Obviously, yes. So I'm trying to get into the Rudo area, because I know I can go directly to Lake Highview from there. Oh, hey, Death Mountain Trail. Yeah, no, I mean, that's useful. So I serve that entrance, the path leads to Temple of Time, and also leads to Kokiri Forest. And the forest entrance is... isn't it junk? So I serve, so yeah, basically.
Hope this is something useful. Great.
No.
Well, I'm back in BK.
That was a waste of time. Gosh, yeah, all of these checks so bloody far apart. Don't need to go there. Do that.
Well, spent my time filling up my arrows for my bow. I've now completed that.
Actually, I'm tempted to agree that the entrance randomizer was totally a mistake. Gee golly, I am lost.
Gosh, and so many of my things are in your Ganon's castle.
Oh, you need me to go to Ganon's castle.
Let's see. There is a big key for Eastern Palace in the fire trial. There is a small key for Eastern Palace in the water trial. There is progressive glove also in the water trial.
I can't get the water trial ones without hammer, I think. I should be able to get the one in the fire trial, though. Aha! I found Gudo Valley! Spellmask just yields arrows, so I don't think it's nice. I got a decal steep. All the way up here.
Link is definitely not a creeper in my game.
I don't know.
Definitely.
Oh, because you're looking into a house. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just standing at the back of the house as if he's looking in.
Well, like, okay. So my Link, like, dropped and did the, like, you know, falling scream. Then he said, my Link is definitely not a creeper. I'm like, that didn't sound anything like the creeper scream. What are you talking about? Oh, right, yeah, Fire Temple Killing. That's what I did that for.
Ah, excellent.
So now I can go and do Fire Temple. But I'm also going to use this as an opportunity. So, okay. So now, Zora's River, climb up to... You don't have to climb all the way up. Just a bit of a climb up. Okay. Zora's River, climb the mountain a little, get into Temple of Time, become adult, leave, climb up the rest of the mountain. Okay, yeah, not useful items. Going to here. Alright, so now like this, I can go out, come across the mountain, run through Kokiri Forest, get into Fire Temple, and then work out the Fire Temple to get the Fire Temple items. Both of the items are pretty close together, and I should fully be able to get both of them without needing the hammer. I don't think I need the hook drop though. Pretty sure I legitimately just need the keys. Right, because I go in there, cross the room, push on that one block. Yeah, Goron Tunic and the small keys, and I have the Goron Tunic. And the Smokies. Go up there, run around a bit more. Everything should be fine.
Run around at the speed of sound.
Ignore the tech type that just fell down. So, if I get you... What are these items? I think one is hammer. I forget what the other one is. Are you going to be, like, good for a while, or are you going to go back to BK after, like, 2 minutes again?
I mean, I don't know. Let's see. It gets me lamp, which gets me 1 check in Eastern. Okay, here's the thing. Hammer doesn't actually give me access to anything right now. Bottle gives me access to the Sick Kid, which gives me lamp, which gives me access to 1 check at Eastern Palace. And, I don't remember if that actually gets me any checks in the Hyrule Castle Escape. So, yeah, I'll be back in BK very shortly.
Okay, so I'm doing, like, 20 minutes of work to get you, like, 2 minutes of playtime. Got it.
That's basically going to be any check that you can do at this point.
I think I'm starting to understand why you stopped playing that game.
Yeah. I mean, remember when I was doing, you know, like, Paper Mario and Banjo-Tooie and Link to the Past, and most of the time, I wouldn't even need to start playing Link to the Past?
Ooh, big chest. I thought you were going to say, and most of the time I still BK'd anyway?
Like, that's the thing, it's just, Link to the Past is just... You have very quick chunks of checks, but it requires a lot of things to actually get, you know, a lot of open access.
So, I can't get your stuff in the Fire Temple because I don't have strength.
Do we want to just call this one?
I think we should. Well, Double Zelda was a bust.
You know what? Sit right there, Claire. Sit right there. I'm gonna... There we go. This feels good.
Megaton Hammer. Door. So, yeah, whatever. I don't really have to go through all of this.
No.
We give up. I think that's fair to
We
say.
surrender. Yeah.
We tried. I think if we're going to do something like this again, I shouldn't do entrance rando. I think
And
if we
I
did
should
something
probably
like
not do
this, where we
Link
did the one check with both games, I think that could be interesting.
Yeah, I think I should maybe not do Link to the Past. Well, again, it's like, even without entrance rando on your end, you just have you have a lot of stuff available from the start,
Yes.
but it's just so far apart that I can finish everything that I have access to well before you started.
In the time it takes me to cross the entire world to get you one check.
Yeah, kinda.
That's what I'm
I
hearing
definitely
is you should also learn OOT.
No, what I'm thinking is Ocarina of Time isn't great for a two-player multi-world.
Hey, it was great for 1%.
Yeah, because with those ones, we like have a spoiler log from the start and just, know where we're going.
I still think it could be funny to do, like, I run, like, the OOT, whatever. You run, like, with the spoiler log, and you have to try to guide me through. It's like, okay, do you have access to dog?
Yeah, we've done that before.
Yeah, we tried doing it where you were, like, keeping track of my entrances, but every place I went into, I had to stop for, like, 10 minutes while you broke down every single doorway.
Yeah, that was before I realized I could just access the spoiler log.
Woo!